All right, so I picked this up on the Facebook Marketplace for about 35 bucks. I don't know why I said about, because it was exactly $35. At one point in its life, it was one of them high quality fancy electric mini bikes. And then I guess someone took the motor out, used the battery for something else or something, because it's not here no more. But yeah, it is a monster moto. Sounds pretty cool. I mean, I don't really know what to say about it. It's a cheap mini bike frame I picked up. I'm not a big fan of the styling. You know, it looks kind of too modern for me. I don't know, because I got that one back there from the, I think that's a 71. I like that. This is kind of like too streamlined and stuff for me, but that's fine. It was too cheap not to get. It's got some rust and stuff, but that's fine. That just means I get an opportunity and an excuse to paint it. And I'm already coming up with this whole little cool color scheme. I'm thinking red. Noticed this. I said, hey, that feels pretty snappy. Then I saw that. So I'm assuming that I'm not going to be able to use that since it's got that mess on it for the electro digicals. The brake does work. It is a disc brake, which is pretty fancy. Tires are good on it. They hold air. But yeah, this is obviously a lot smaller, seeing as it's on my workbench, than the one back there. My plan for this, since it's really too small, I'm sure I could, actually I know for a fact, I've seen people put the 212 motors in here, and I think it would actually do fairly decent with me on it, even though I'm pretty big. But seeing as it's going to be kind of just too cramped on there for really anyone my size to enjoy, I think I'm going to try to put a motor in this, do like a little budget build, and try to sell it at like the next swap meet for some monies. I think that'd be pretty fun, because one, I get money out of that, and two, I get to build another mini bike, so that's pretty fun. So since this is kind of sized to a child, if you will, not an adult man like me is. Oh, that chain is rough. I might need to get one of those. I am going to use this Briggs & Stratton motor that I have. It's 3 horsepower, but honestly, get a little kid on there, I think that would rip with them on there. You know, like a kid around, how big are kids nowadays? Like 120 pounds, 100 to 120 pounds? What is that, like 10 to 12? I don't know. I don't really pay attention to kids. So as is, that did not fit in this frame, this little area. It was like hitting here and then hitting here. So I ordered this riser. Actually, let me just throw it in the bike real quick. So this is the riser I was talking about. It moves it up and it moves it that away, which is what I needed. That's actually to run like a torque converter. So I think I paid like 20 bucks for that or something. It wasn't much. And the motor I paid 10 for. So I am $65 in this so far. That's pretty fun. I don't know. I'd like to keep the cost down to make more shmonies. It's raining and it's cold and it's the next day. But I ordered a clutch. That should be here today. This is a 5/8 spline. One trick that I saw on the forums on how to do this is get a 5/8 wrench. That's a 9/16. You can tell by the way it is that that's a 5/8. That makes sense. I also ordered a chain. It was a super good deal. I got 10 feet of it for $10 of number 35 chain. So you can get 5 feet for $10 or 10 feet for $10 because it's marked down the same price. So I went ahead and got the 10 feet. But I started thinking I should have looked if I have some already. Because if I do, I don't think I'm going to return the 10 feet, but I think I'm just going to use what I have. Got this beefy boy of a chain. That looks like a 35 to me. And it is 35. Alright. We'll see if that's long enough. And shoot, I might have an extra wheel for this thing. Bought this at one of the Ben stores for $4, like the Amazon return stores. It's just, it may be a little bit too small. but I just figured, hey, it's a mini bike wheel, I might as well get it. Which is the air box for this motor. This is going to have to come off because it is exactly where the motor's going to mount. So I might have to. It's mo better. Yeah. What next? I'm gonna take these fenders off. Yeah, that was ready. Someone's sitting a little too hard and this is bent, so I may try to heat that up real quick because it's going to be super easy to do with it on the bike. So I think I'm going to do that. Now it needs to go that way. It's just, that's not bad. I take back what I said. It may be easier just to get that in a vise and bend it. I don't really want that spring to fly at me at 3 miles an hour. Oh, okay. Yep. Like that off of there.
No, I think you have to for it to keep going.
What are you doing, big rooster?
Keep going.
I wonder how this would do on a leash.
I'd say not too good.
No. They don't make chicken leashes?
Are you going out?
You can tell this one's more flat than the other one, but that's good enough. That's better than what it was.
Oh, more rust. Nice.
This wasn't an actual paint job. I didn't really wash all of it. Again, I really just hit the places that I hit the wire wheel to begin with. and that's try to get all this rust under control. And in theory, actually, I was going to use some rust converter. Rust-Oleum makes it. It's not that expensive, but I'm out of it. So I just, instead of doing that, I hit all these spots one more time, and then shot on with some black paint, and that should be fine. There's that 10-foot of chain I don't actually need. Here's a clutch. Oh. Yep, okay, that's not bolted. I'd say that's pretty good. I considered keeping that 10-foot of 35 chain right there for another project, but I've heard that anything over like a 3 horsepower is too much for these chains, and I can kind of see that because I don't know, it may be a little bit too small for what I would be using it for, so I think I will return those. I mean, this is what these came with new, and I'm assuming that little electric system wasn't over 3 horsepower, so I would think this is more than fine. So alright, so I went ahead and did this off camera because I didn't think y'all would want to see me drilling 8 holes. Yeah, but I think they're going to line up. I haven't really checked them. Well, you ain't going to be able to see it, but it is directly in the middle of where that is. So I get my bolts. They barely don't fit, so I need to enlarge all these one more size, but that's fine. I'm going to have to take this back off and at least elongate these 2 holes because this is all the adjustment I'm getting. So, where I drilled up a lot right there, I should have brought it down a little bit, but that's fine, I'll just redo that. That's much better. Is this just water?
I don't know.
Let's see, this is the 3rd and final coat of the top at least. I'm gonna flip it over tomorrow and get the bottom, and then probably the bottom of these and stuff because I didn't hit those good. And I like the color of it. I didn't get areas in here pretty good, or I didn't really get good in these areas, but if I concentrate on all those little areas, I'm gonna be here all day circling around this thing. And anyways, there's a little plastic piece that goes over this, so I'm not worried about that. All right, so
of that 2025 Toyota Camry.
You're gonna get high with paint fumes in here. So I painted the bottom of this inside today because yesterday I missed so much that I don't know what it was. It was just so bright I couldn't see anything really. Everything just kind of blended together, and I had to go back today and repaint a lot of it actually. So this is like 2 coats. I'll probably do a third. I have the paint too. I'm sure I've missed some spots, but like I said yesterday, I'm just gonna be here all day chasing down some spots. Like right here, I can tell you it's not as heavy as I like it to be. Yeah, I agree, but that's where the wheel's gonna be, so I don't think I'm gonna go back and do that. So, well, it's for some reason I just realized I didn't take those bearings out. So those, I may need to get some bearings. I forgot about that. But I'm going to turn the NASCAR race back up and then start cleaning some fenders. And then I'm actually going to show you how to, I'm not going to paint these, I'm just going to bring them back around and we'll show you how I do that. Obviously these need to be cleaned first. Why? You know how loud you are when you do that? So I've got a video on making this stuff on my channel, but this is what you rub on like a patina truck to make it shiny, but it's basically just oil. So I'm gonna throw some on this, and it's gonna work the same as basically like Armor All would. It's gonna soak into the plastic and make it look all pretty. So, but here's what it looked like before. There it is now. It just makes the plastic come back around. And this will last, if you keep it outside, it'll last about 6 months, and then you just gotta rub it on again. So it may last a little bit longer on plastic, I'm not sure. As you can see, it's dark now. So this has had time to probably not harden, but get dry. So the bottom turned out pretty good. And yeah, the bottom's actually more glossy than the top. Which, see, there's gonna be a seat right there, so let's see how much that covers up. I did wipe this down. Yeah, looks pretty good. I considered repainting some of the top to match the bottom better, but honestly, by the time you put the motor on there and stuff, you're just not gonna see a lot of it, so probably not gonna do any of that and start reassembling, but that's gonna be next video because I am out of time. Because I gotta head back to college like within the hour. So next video I'm gonna start reassembling this. Maybe put some wheels and some fenders on. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna do something. So yeah, that's it.